Hello, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And casually perfect and practically worth it. Had to be working for practice is perfect, but if the tragedy is that the comedy isn't, hearing a version of people working for persons that leave behind all of the reasons that hurt every time there's a nerve in your brain that surface is certainly working that curse away to be finding the shore. A wave doesn't crash, but a war was ended apparently right on the beach with a storm, or the day it was stormed. I'm really reaching the warm part of the worm, early bird getting his breakfast, rehearsing the verse. Every time that I did that, it didn't work out, so now it's just all rhyming from the moment, finding every piece of what feels too golden to leave behind. Now really the hardest part is deciding which rhyme I want to use, in the art of artistry. Part of me hard to be, had to be hardly looking for every single reason I'd leave you there behind, and it's hard to do that, but the truest part of using confusion and fusion together to move the movement to places we never thought you'd ever find. But it's clever inside of the weather that dies when you realize you're still there, never severed, but alive and living, survive, but given something gift to receive that you ever did need. But the letter was written, a message was sent, but the text didn't get there because the cellular service was not working well. Certainly surface at the top of a version hell is heaven if you gotta flip it. Digits rearranged every time the frame was missed. This is the way that I could rearrange a game in a vision re-envisioned inside of the way lanes at the bowling alley played the gutter lane. Down under the frame, there's an underdog barking away, but the art in his heart had so much to say that his part wasn't really a role to play at all. It was a soul call back from an old fall where nobody knows that he knows it all, but knows nothing either. Reaching for every feather and breathe her in until you leave her where she was at the beginning. There's a dinner made of every single one finding the flavor they didn't like, but the favor the baker had made was the cake didn't bite. You bought it instead and then bit down, munch on the brunch, then you're dead. There's a wine to be drinking, then a fine to be paid. It's the bill. There's a chicken for dinner, but the dinner you had was a veggie meal. So are you ready, dear? Let's heal.